beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I'm so glad you decided to join me today for day 5 of our 25 days of Christmas celebration. Woo! So, today and the last 4 days, we have been doing a Christmas, 25 days of Christmas celebration. So if this is your first time here and you missed those, you should totally go back and watch them. We've been getting up to some fun, some holiday-themed crafting, and opening up a hot cocoa advent calendar, which we will get to in just a moment. We're doing a snowflake of the day, an item of the day. We've got like fun stuff going on. And don't forget, Saturday I posted my Gnome of the Month video talking about the plans for my Gnome of the Month this month. So you should go check that out if you missed it, because there is something really cool and exciting and surprise in there. So check it out if you missed it. So I wanted to remind you guys, like I'm going to keep reminding you in every video, if you would like to be featured in my videos this month, I'm doing a little community spotlight. So in the description box for this video and all of my videos, you will find my email, and you can email me pictures of your creations. So if you're making things for the holidays, maybe some cool themed stuff or some donations, maybe you're making Christmas gifts, maybe you're making washcloths, hats, scarves, whatever, feel free to send them in if you would like to have them spotlighted on my videos. I'm going to put at the end of the videos every day for this 25 days of Christmas, I'm going to have a little montage of anything that you guys have sent in that you would like to share. So just let me know in the email your name that you would like me to put with the pictures, and I will throw those in. So I know that a lot of people have said that they really like this. It's fun to see what everybody else is up to and what people are making. So if you want to have your stuff seen and appreciated by other fellow artists and crafty peoples, feel free to send those in to me. All right, so let's hop right in to our Cocoa Advent Calendar. So we're on day 5. So we are, what is that, 1/5 of the way? Yeah, 1/5 of the way to Christmas. So let me see if I can pop it open today. Nope, I ripped it. The way that these are, they're a little difficult to pop sometimes because there's structure behind them. Okay, got the window open. What did we get? Ooh, we got a new flavor! Ever since the first 2 days where we got the same flavor, like, in a row, every day I'm like, I'm gonna get a flavor I've already had, aren't I? But nope, it's upside down, but we got hazelnut cocoa. Hazelnut is one of the flavors I did not know was in here. So hazelnut is like, if you've ever had Nutella, that's hazelnut. I actually am not a big fan of Nutella, but I love hazelnut. Isn't that weird? I don't know. I know a lot of people like live and die by hazelnut. It's like, I swear, or not hazelnut, Nutella. I swear Nutella is like as popular as chocolate. Like people literally, like, you tell them you don't like Nutella and they're gonna like fight you for it. But I love hazelnut. I just am not a big fan of Nutella for some reason. But I am excited to try this hazelnut cocoa. And today I actually am going to be doing things a little bit different. So while I go and make my hazelnut hot cocoa, you guys are going to get to see the item of the day. So the item of the day today is some little skeins and balls of yarn made into ornaments, like little minis made as ornaments. That was one of the things I was really excited about, and it's not really a crochet thing, but more of a accessory to crochet or knit because yarn. So I put a little bit of videos together, and I'm going to do some clipping together and everything and show you guys how I made those in case anyone's interested, and you guys can see how they came out. And then when we come back, I will have my hot cocoa. So enjoy seeing the item of the day. Okay, so first things first, I am cutting a strip of paper, and I've got my yarn scraps that I'm going to use to make my little balls and skeins. So I go ahead and grab my first one, and I start to work on making this one into a miniature skein. So to get the length I want, I'm just wrapping it around my finger until I get a good, like, solid center for my little mini skein. And then I pull it off and kind of squish it flat. And then I'm going to wrap the yarn around it horizontally now. So before I was going around my finger, and that's going to be like the vertical length. And then I'm wrapping yarn around it horizontally now, which is going to hold everything together and kind of form that skein of yarn shape. And then I just flipped it around so that my fingers weren't covering part of it or the same part of it, and continued to wrap it on the other end. I tried to keep the like size of it even, like the amount of wrapping even on like all of the sides. And then I'm just doing some more vertical wrapping, just trying to replicate the way that the yarn kind of looks in the skein, where it's kind of going both ways. And then I'm going to do some more horizontal wrapping. And then once you're happy with what you have, I'm using hot glue to secure mine. So I went ahead and kind of held it there and put some hot glue on it. And you don't need very much. I kind of just used the tip of the gun to kind of rub it around. And then pull the piece of yarn over it and kind of pull it down tight. And then just let it sit for a minute so while you're kind of holding it down so that it can dry. And then that is actually the shape of the mini little skein all done. And the next step will be to make the wrapping as far as that one goes. So I just went ahead and am trimming my yarn right after the glue spot. And bada boom, bada bang, you have a little mini yarn skein. Ta-da! Okay, so moving right along, I went ahead and did a second one off camera. Now I'm working on making a little miniature ball of yarn. So I basically do the same thing I did before to start it out, wrap it around my finger and then wrap it horizontally. Then I just start wrapping it and rotating it, like wrap, 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 rotate a little, wrap, 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 rotate a little. Just trying to make it like a ball shape basically. And, you know, there's not really a wrong way to do this. Just kind of keep rotating it and wrapping it so that you can kind of keep it even and work on forming that ball shape that you want. And you could go any size with these. This is just, I'm doing them really tiny, but even for ornaments, you could make them bigger if you wanted to. And then when you're happy with what you've got, like you've got your ball shape and everything, we're going to do the same thing we did for the other one. We're going to kind of hold the yarn there nice and tight so it doesn't unravel. Put some glue and then kind of rub it around. And then nice and tightly pull that strand of yarn across the glue and hold it there until it dries. And then I just trimmed it with a little bit of a tail of yarn for the balls to kind of replicate the fact that it's a ball of yarn. And then now I'm testing out sizes for little pieces of paper. These are literally just printer paper. And so I figured that that one was a good size for the yellow. So I went ahead and wrapped it, and then I'm going to hot glue it on. So I kind of wrapped it around, was like, yeah, that looks good. And then I held it kind of pinned down so that I could put glue on the paper and the yarn. And like same as before, you don't need a ton, but just a little bit, and kind of rub it around. And then it's on the yarn and the paper, so it'll kind of hold it together like the paper shut, but it'll also hold it to the yarn. And then I just nice and flat kind of smoothed it out over the glue and held it so that it could dry. Boom. And we are done with the wrapper for that one. And then I have these little stickers, and I thought that lemon would be a cute name for this like sparkly yellow yarn. So I was like, yes, perfect use for these. I put a little glue on because these stickers aren't super sticky. So if you have more sticky stickers that you're using, if you do this, you may not need to do glue, but I just wanted to make sure it would stay on. So I went ahead and put some glue on there, and then I stuck the sticker on. And I actually liked the round look for the sticker, so I didn't even trim it or anything, but you could trim it into like a rectangle if you wanted to. And then for this other one, I didn't feel like any of those sticker colors, well, sticker names, they weren't colors actually, fit. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to kind of doodle on this one. So I just kind of wrote yarn on it. It's very small, so I just was like, okay, that's good enough. And then I'm just kind of doing like little scribbles to replicate like the little font that would be on there. And then I did like little knitting needles and a crochet hook, and then just some more little scribbles to replicate the font. And I'm actually glad that I did this one this way instead of doing another sticker one, because I actually really like how this one came out too. And then I just added hooks to them, and boom, ornaments. And there you have it. There was the item of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed. My favorite of the little ornaments was the lemon skein, the little yellow sparkly one. I had those stickers from a Christmas gift last year, actually, now that I think about it. And it was a essential oils box that you could like put your essential oils in, and it had like little compartments for them. And it came with like labels that you could put on the top of the bottles so that you would see them, what they are, before you pick them out. But that didn't really work because my essential oils aren't, I used some of them, but as you saw, they gave me like duplicates of like a bunch of whatever ones they picked, and a lot of mine were not on there. So I have a few with labels on top of them. But I've had those stickers in there, and I was like, this would actually be so perfect to stick on these little skeins. And it didn't fit on the other skein that I did, so I just did a written little yarn label, but I really like how those came out. You guys will have to let me know what your favorite was out of them, and let me know if you guys end up making any. I think they are the perfect little companion for a crochet themed tree, because everything on there is made of yarn, and then you've got little skeins of yarn. So there's the tree in the background, and you probably can't see from here, but I will be posting, I probably already posted some in there when I was showing it to you guys, but if I didn't, I will be posting pictures of the tree as part of the montage. But it's kind of funny. You might see two different versions of the tree, and that's because after I put those on and took pictures, guess who pulled the tree down? Link. So I knew that was going to happen at some point, but even though I expected it, I was still very surprised when suddenly the tree came flinging down and Cat went running into the other room. But I got it back up, and the hubby worked up a little hack to keep it standing, I guess. It is kind of attached to the wall now. It has like a string, and it's like got a little hook in the wall, so hopefully it doesn't fall down again. He has tried to steal my popcorn garland a few times, but it just gets tangled in the tree, so he can't really get it out. But I thought that was kind of funny, even though it was also annoying. Anyway, I've got my hazelnut hot chocolate here, and I'm having it in one of my little Chibi unicorn mugs. And I know you guys probably won't be able to see. I don't want to spill it, but there you go. I put some whipped cream on top of it, so getting bougie. Oh, that is awesome. Ha! I put some marshmallow whipped cream on the top of it, and it is absolutely fantastic. So, the hot cocoa of the day is awesome. And let's see, snowflake of the day. We're doing the 100 snowflakes to crochet, and I'm going in order and doing a snowflake every day. So today's snowflake was Polar Glacier, and it looks like this. It's this pink one. And I'm not doing them all in the same weight of yarn. You're supposed to be doing it in a size 10 crochet thread, but I've also been doing them in worsted weights. So I'm using them for different things. The crochet threads, I'm going to stiffen up and make them into ornaments for the tree. And then some of the worsted weight yarn ones are actually going to be going on ugly Christmas sweaters. I'm going to sew them on. And any other worsted weight ones I do, I think I'm going to make a little garland that will probably get hung up next year since I'm going to be working on it throughout the season. But then I'll put the garland together, and then next year when I pull it out, I will have this really cool garland with, big snowflakes. And I'm probably going to stiffen those up too, just because they would look better stiffened up. But today I decided to make another crochet thread one. So Polar Glacier's description is this airy flake is much less complicated than it looks. It's an inner hexagon decorated with a series of chains and picots. That's really funny. All of the other descriptions on this page and all the descriptions on the last page, which is the first 8 snowflakes on these 2 pages, or technically on these 4 pages because it's a spread across 2. The description has to do with the snowflake itself, like about like the scientific like origins of that snowflake or what that snowflake is, like ice particles and stuff. And then this one, they're like talking about the crochet pattern as the description. So that was actually kind of unexpected. This will look a lot better once it's blocked. But here is the Polar Glacier ornament. I love these. And if you didn't see on my first video for the 25 Days of Christmas, these are my first time using crochet thread, and I am having so much fun using crochet thread. And people were asking about what crochet thread I'm using. It is this one. And it did not have a label on it anymore because I actually got this before I ever started crocheting. I've had this for quite a long time. I was using it for on a rigid heddle loom. It's like this like little loom that I found at Goodwill. And I talked about it in a different episode of the 25 Days of Christmas. But this is what this colorway looks like. And I did look it up and I managed to find it. It is the Blossom Artiste Cotton Crochet Thread. So it's a Hobby Lobby brand, and I say artiste because it has an E at the end. It is 100% mercerized Egyptian cotton, 300 yards, and it is a number 10 crochet thread. When I talked about it before, I wasn't sure if it was a number 10 crochet thread since it doesn't have a label on it, but I was pretty sure because it was lining up with the snowflakes on here, and like I told you, if you make them in the same crochet thread that they do, they should be the same size as theirs. And mine are when I make them in the thread. So, the colorway for this, though, is the Blossom colorway or number 208. And they're only $3.99 for these. So, I managed to find that. So, if anyone was interested, it is a beautiful colorway. I really like it. And I don't know if you can get them at other stores or if this is a Hobby Lobby brand. But I know that they have a lot of this, like, artiste brand at Hobby Lobby. So, it might be a Hobby Lobby brand. But that is the info on the yarn or the thread. And here is our snowflake of the day. I am so excited to block these and get them made into ornaments. I think they're going to be so cute. I'm sorry, excuse me. So that was our snowflake of the day. So I was just looking at this crochet thread and I wanted to see what other colorways they had. And there is a Christmas colorway. There's Very Merry. And it is a red, white, and green colorway. So that might be something I have to get. Hey, that one has 350 yards. Didn't I say the other one had 300? Now I gotta go look. I did. That one comes with 50 extra yards. Most of the colorways are solids, but then they have like 4 colorways, at least in this listing that I'm looking at specifically, that are like the variegateds, kind of like the one that I have. I definitely want to try out more of these. I love the ones that are like the variegated colors. Pretty. Okay, I'll stop looking at those now. So my shout out of the day, I just double checked my list. I'm trying to do them in no particular order. These aren't like done by like my order of my favorites or anything like that. But I'm trying to focus on the channels that are smaller first, and then probably towards the end of the 25 Days of Christmas, I will work my way up to like the more larger channels. Because I don't know why. That's the way I'm doing it. So today's shout out of the day is going to be the channel Strings and Threads. And if you have not followed Heather over at Strings and Threads, you should go check her out. She is super sweet, and she does tutorials. She does this thing called Moody Mondays, where it's like making things to donate. She is a pattern designer. And she has a son who is autistic and has his own little YouTube channel as well. And some of her patterns are like sensory patterns. So like things that are weighted and things like that are specifically helpful for people with sensory needs who might find them relaxing. So like anxiety, autism, basically, honestly, anything, anybody can find it relaxing. It's just really up to the individual. But you guys should go check her out. I will have her linked in the description below. She's trying to hit 500 subscribers by Christmas, and she is super close. She only needs like 50 subscribers. So, head over there, watch some of her videos, give her a like, give her a comment. And if you feel like that's something that you're interested in, if her channel is someplace that you can see yourself hanging out, give her a subscribe. And I know that would make her very happy. And I think that is everything on the agenda for today. I also am wearing my, reindeer antler necklace, and I thought I would talk about it because it kind of has to do with Christmas. This is my favorite necklace, and I actually wear this necklace a lot. It is like a comfort item for me. And so I wear this like a lot, but it is actually, a pretty cool item for Christmas time because I got this when I was in Finland, because I did youth exchange, to Finland. And when I was in Lapland, I got this, reindeer antler. And it is super, super cool looking. And just so you know, reindeer antlers fall out every year and come back. So don't worry, there was no reindeers harmed in the obtaining of this antler. And reindeers are really cool. Some of them have fuzzy antlers. And I got to go to a reindeer farm and like meet reindeers. It was really cool. But I thought that this was kind of Christmassy related since we associate reindeers with Christmas. And it's my favorite necklace, and I wear it all the time. It is very good for like fidgeting because it has like some nice texture to it, and it's got the beads. And it's great for allergies because I'm sensitive to nickel and stuff that's in chains, so there's no metal in this, and there's no metal in the jewelry either, so this like does not irritate my skin at all. And I have sensitive skin, so. But yeah, that was just a little random tangent that I thought about when I put it on this morning. I was like, oh, you know what? I might tell them about my reindeer antler necklace. But I hope everybody has a wonderful Monday and that you are excited for the new week. Let me know what you are working on, and if you have anything cool going on this week, I would love to know. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys! Here's just a couple of quick pictures from when I was in Lapland and Finland. That's me, and here's some pictures I took of reindeer. They're not the best pictures ever, but they're my pictures, so. And here's a cool giant igloo that I got to go into.